Live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Doug Wing is in the house with
I
me.
can.
Dude. If I was any better, I'd have to change my name to Doug Wing.
Oh no, come on. It's been a while. I haven't
Yeah, dude. That's that's something that I think we need to talk about. Here you are, one of my best friends in the whole world, and you've been ghosting me for the last couple of weeks, man. What's up with that, dude?
well, I have met somebody and a lady friend, and I've been to California once, and then we met in Utah last week. Her son's going to school in Utah, and then I'm going to California again tomorrow. So, and everybody says, take it slow, take it slow.
I've been replaced.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so things are going well, and
good, man. Good.
Yeah,
I'm really happy for you, dude.
Thank you. You had a really good show today.
Was incredible. So hey, we got some people on. Just so everybody knows, you know what, Doug? I forgot to pull up the thing that I want to share on screen here. So you talk to everybody while I look for this thing. The King Combo. The King Combo.
Oh, did you get some images?
I have one here. I'm going to share. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
so I can show everybody.
You can do a testimonial since you have that exact same ladder. It looks like we have Teresa was first up, and hi Teresa. Bruce Mills is on. Wow, there's a bunch coming on right now.
Yeah, Jim Weaver. What's happening, Jim? We have. Is it Mari? Mari from the Philippines?
Yeah, Nancy's from the Philippines too.
Nancy from the Philippines. Scott Ricard from the Philippines. I'm kidding. He's over here in Indiana.
It's always nice when you talk about Scott, because I like how you say his last name.
I've got Bob Brooker, also known as Robert.
I haven't talked to Robert for quite some time. How are you, Robert?
Lisa Patrick calling me Len and correcting herself.
Hi, Lisa.
Oh, it's awesome. Facebook user, identify yourself. You have to go to StreamYard.com / Facebook. StreamYard.com / Facebook, and give them permission to use your name if you're in one of our private groups. So listen, we're doing a giveaway tonight, and you guys are going to love this giveaway, by the way. It's Dr. Laura. It's Dr. Laura. Hey, Laura.
The real Dr. Laura.
Victoria. Hey. So here's the deal. This is a big giveaway. I mean, it's huge, actually, because I have, well, let's just say Doug is giving away a Little Giant ladder. Now, there's rules to this, y'all, so you might want to stick around for the rules. So I'm going to share what you're sharing, or what you're giving away. There it is. That is a King Combo Little Giant ladder. I can tell you that it is a phenomenal ladder. It is an absolutely phenomenal ladder. That right there, let me see if I can zoom in. See that little orange button right there? There's another one on the other side. And this ladder actually, that thing you pop those two orange thingy majoppers, and it you flip the leg up and it extends into a nice extension ladder. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And it's got little hooks on the feet. You can see the feet has these little hooks that will hook right onto the edge of your gutter, or the edge of your house, or what. I mean, dude, it's a really, really cool ladder.
Yeah, it's brand new design, and I think it's one of the best ladders that's available right now, and it's light. In the past, Little Giants have been very solid, and kind of heavy, but these new King combos are light and very strong and real versatile. So yeah, they're cool. I'm excited to see who gets this ladder tonight.
Dude, it's a nice ladder, and they retail for over $100. So it's that. And then I am giving away, well, you bought 10 licenses back when they were dirt cheap. It's now $4,997 to get a lifetime license to the Grow Live Academy and the mastermind, the weekly mastermind meeting that we do. And one lucky winner, the person who wins the Little Giant ladder, is also going to be winning a lifetime license to the Grow Live Academy. So it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. And you're on a lot of those mastermind calls. There's phenomenal training in the Grow Live Academy. But like you're on the mastermind calls. We have Jeffrey Gittimer. We have Glenn Morshower comes on all the time. We have all kinds of amazing people that have been on. Last week, I had Austin Smith, the #1 Facebook ads expert on planet Earth. This guy is unbelievable. I've had Joe Soto, who's like a rock star, freaking made Ty Lopez $40 million on his first course. I mean, there's been some amazing people that have come in and taught and shared their wisdom in the Grow Live Academy. And all those recordings are in there too. Had Robbie Cornelius, dude. Were you there for that one?
Yeah, he was great. And then you had Mark Victor Hansen on.
Oh, yeah, Mark Victor Hansen. We can't forget about old Mark Victor Hansen. Mark Victor Hansen came in and dropped some. And for those that don't know who he is, he's the #1 best-selling author of all time with Chicken Soup for the Soul. Him and Jack Canfield. That's the #1 best-selling book ever. Like 600 million copies sold, or 500 or 600 million. At that point, who cares? It's like it's a lot. So
yeah, a lot of books, not just that one. I mean, I couldn't remember you said how many. I can't remember how many books you said he's written, but a lot.
312.
Wow.
312. So just so we're clear, here's the rules. #1, you have to have shared this video out. If you haven't shared this out, you don't win. Period. You win nothing. You win the fact that you've been on here with us for a while. And #2, you have to go over to dougwing.com, and there's a button that says get notified when Doug's book is released. You have to click that button and fill out the thing with your name and email address that you've registered to. And Doug is not, does he look like the spammer type? He's not going to spam you. It's just Doug's writing a book, and we want to notify as many people as we can on the day that it releases that this book is released, and we're going to ask you to go get a copy of the book the day it comes out. We want this book to be look, I don't think there's any chance of it not becoming a #1 bestseller. No chance. Laura wants to know what the name of the book is.
The name of the book is called Giant Success.
The emails are already starting, dude. People are going over there right now and filling it out. I'm already getting dinged.
Awesome.
It's crazy. Dougwing.com. Let me see. I have it somewhere right here. Dougwing.com. Go over to dougwing.com. Click on that and get registered for the book. And then the King, so here's what you're winning tonight. Yeah, the emails are pouring in, dude. Wow.
Awesome.
So here's what we're talking about. We're talking about you winning this thing right here, a King combo, Little Giant King combo.
Yep, the 5 foot size. Yep.
What size?
Yeah, it's going to be 5 feet as a step ladder, and then it's going to be able to go out to 8 foot as an extension ladder. And also, it has that new top cap. You probably use that on yours, Ken, where you can lean it up against the wall without scratching the wall.
Yeah, that little corner thing.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, so for anybody that doesn't know what he's talking about, I'll zoom in. I'll see if I can how much I can zoom in. So you can see the little, it's hard to explain, but those little triangle things, you push a button and those things pop down and out. And when you lean that up against the wall, those things actually, like, that fits perfectly, right? A 2x4 fits right in between there too, dude.
Yep. Yeah.
Did
so
you know that?
Yes. So yeah, I know that. So you
Are
can
you
do.
sure?
Yes, I'm sure. You can do inside and outside corners as well. So, and that works really well when you're getting into tight areas. And then, right in that position right now, it's flat, so you can lean it up against flat walls as well without scratching things.
And these feet, these are what I was talking about. Have the little hooks on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's to hook onto what? A gutter? Is that what it's for?
Well, it sounds like your house is about the right distance for that, but those are called wall pads, and so when it's extended all the way out, they won't they kind of rest against the wall and they won't scratch the wall up.
Oh, so they're not gutter hooks.
No, not really.
You're like, I was like, I can't see that they would recommend this on a gutter, but I did anyway. I was just up on there changing a light bulb, so I thought I would mess around with. Look at that. Look at that. Doug's got the Grow Live mug. So everybody, we'll talk about that later. But everybody that joins the Grow Live Academy gets a Grow Live mug. You get brownies. You get all this. I send out this really, really nice package.
Brownies are amazing too, by the way.
What's that? What's a sumo ladder?
Oh, that is an extension ladder that has outriggers that come out and give it a wide stance. Called the sumo stance. But yeah, those are amazing as well. Yeah.
So there's Donovan. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. So here's the deal. For anybody watching, we're running. Look, it's a contest. I don't know what you call it, but we're doing a giveaway. And you can be the recipient of a Little Giant King Combo ladder, which I just had up on screen. I'm going to show it again. So you'll win this. You'll win the 5-foot version of that. It extends out to 8 foot, and then you also will win a hello, Stephanie in New York. How are you? JR, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate the kind words, dude. That's so nice. JR is a member of the Grow Live Academy.
Something happened, buddy.
Yeah, I'd say. Hang on a minute. That was weird, dude. Are you clicking any buttons?
No, I don't know what happened. I lost you.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you see me?
No. Oh, there we go. There we go. I don't know.
What happened?
I just was I on there because I couldn't see you anymore.
Hey, somebody in Provo, Utah is on my website right now. It just told me. You know anybody in Provo?
I know a few people, yeah.
I know you do. So check this out. Look. There's a winner chicken dinner from one time that we did this, huh?
Yeah, was she I can't remember if she was the last one, or
was she?
No, it was the kid in New York.
Steven.
Fitch. Was it Fitch?
Steven. Yeah.
Steven,
yeah.
Yep.
Stephanie says, and she's in New York, I could use a good ladder. I broke my back. Whoa.
Holy cow.
Wow. And that right there is exactly why the Little Giant ladder exists.
Yeah. That's a major reason for accidents is people either have the ladder on too steep of an angle or that's out too far, then it kicks out, or a lot of times it's on a wet surface and it can kick out as well.
Yeah. Donovan, you didn't, come on, dude. You didn't get yours. You got yours, dude. So look, and if you didn't, you need to hit me up, bro. So Cynthia is in the Grow Live Academy now. She's on the mastermind calls, and she'll tell you. I mean, look, the Grow Live Academy, Doug, no offense, but I do think that it's more valuable than a ladder.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And everybody needs to know that I'm a member of the Grow Live Academy as well.
You are.
I paid for it, as well. It's great.
Yeah. And Jeffrey Gittimer is a member of the, and we have, like, that's what I love about the Thursday night calls is we have Jeffrey on, he jumps on all the time. Glenn Morshower jumps on all the time. It is absolutely phenomenal. There's Doug Kuzma. Dude, have you seen what Doug Kuzma is doing?
No, I haven't seen that. Dude,
he has the Froggy News Network. It's called the Froggy News Network. It's a little controversial. But he gets, like, last night I jumped on there for a minute with him. He gets a couple thousand live viewers on his live streams, dude. It's crazy. Like, it's unbelievably unreal. It's unreal. Yeah. So, I can't, like, hey, I can't throw Abigail's YouTube channel in the mix, Tom. That wouldn't be right. But hey, look. So here's what we're doing for anybody who shares this out and goes over to Doug's website at dougwing.com and you subscribe to his list of be notified when his book is released. We're going to pick one lucky winner. All the other thing is you have to be here. If we call your name and you're not here, we're doing it tonight, live, right now. We're going to do it tonight. Not right now, but we're going to do it tonight. We're going to pick the winner. If you're not on the live stream, we'll have a runner up and we will pick them instead. So, just saying.
Hey, and one thing too, Ken, I want to give a good shout out to your wife for all the hard work she did on dougwing.com. She is amazing.
Thank you, dude. And Hal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Hal Wing. Yeah, dude. Thank you. She's incredible. She is absolutely incredible. So the other thing is, go to Doug Wing's Facebook page, go to Doug's your fan page, and click the like and follow button over there too. Make sure you follow Doug's fan page, Doug Wing. So that's his Facebook. Just look him up. You'll find. Just make sure it's his fan page. Let me go find that real quick. So Doug, talk about while I look for your fan page. Talk about the book a little bit. Talk about what the book's about.
Sure. Yeah. So as I was thinking about this today, one of the amazing things about the book and the story about Little Giant, how it started, the sacrifices that my dad went through, was the fact that Hal Wing built people. And as a result of building people, then he built the company and they helped him build the company. And so, as I was thinking about this today, what are we going to talk about tonight? When my dad passed away, the governor of Utah, he spoke about him and said, Hal Wing said that he made ladders, but in reality, that's not true. He built people, not ladders. And so I thought, what a compliment, that was from the governor of our state, that, Hal Wing really wasn't in the ladder business. He was in the people business. And this book will be packed with stories about the way that he did that. A few things about him is my father always seemed to be in the right place at the right time. He had this unique ability to be there when people needed him. And so there's some great stories there that talk about him, just showing up when people were injured or they needed his help, things like that. And then the other thing that I thought about was that my dad had the unique ability to see people not as they currently were, but as to the potential that they had. And then he would give people chances and they would become something more than they were, because he saw the ability that they had to become something more than they were.
Doug, your dad, I never had the pleasure of meeting your father, the honor. It would have been a massive honor to meet your father. But I kind of feel like I have through you, because I mean, dude, you're living his legacy. You are like, you're the kindness that you've taught. Now it sounds like he had this, animalistic type drive to like just conquer everything he had attacked. Like,
Yeah.
Like that's but you talked about, and I know we've talked about this before, but we have some new viewers on here. Talk about the guy in the hospital, man. That's just that story is probably my favorite Hal Wing story.
Yeah. So I was interviewing a former employee that worked for us, and then interesting enough, his wife worked at the bank that my father banked at, and so before this employee came to work for Little Giant, he was an acquaintance of my dad, not a great friend, but this person was injured in an industrial accident at his work, and was in very, very critical condition. And again, his wife worked at the bank, and so she's telling this story about Steve's accident. He's severely injured, and so she rushes to the hospital, and she's there with him, and she says within a matter of minutes that my dad showed up and was in the emergency room, and they were just shocked because they, first of all, how did he know that Steve had been injured, and then how did he get into the room? I mean, you've got doctors and nurses running around, and he's got a leg that is almost blown completely off, and they're trying to save his leg. And so my dad walks into this room, and Vicky says, "Hal, how did you get in here?" And he said, "Oh, that was easy. I just simply told him that Steve was my brother." And so he shows up, and the thing that was amazing is when Steve had this accident, his face was pitch black, his arms were pitch black, and his hands were black, and nobody really noticed this. They were just trying to save his life and stabilize him. And she says, "I'll never forget, your dad went and got a washcloth with some soap and water and gently washed his face and washed his arms and hands. And then," she said, "he leaned down to Steve's, his head where his ear was. And he said, 'Steve, you really are my brother. And
Wow.
when you get out of here, you're going to be coming to work for me.'" And then he left. But the story kind of goes on. You want me to finish it?
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So Steve gets out of the hospital. Unfortunately, his leg had to be amputated. He's in a very depressed state, and doesn't know what he's going to do, how he's going to function with one leg amputated below his knee. And he told me this story. He said, "When I was at home that first day, I was feeling sorry for myself. I was depressed." And he said, "The first person that called me was your dad." And he says, "I don't know how he knew I was back and how he knew that I really needed to be lifted up. But he said, your dad called and said, 'Steve, how are you doing?' And he says, 'Well, Hal, I lost my leg. I'm not going to be able to come to work for you because I only have the one leg.' And he said, your dad just said to him, 'Well, Steve, can you answer a phone?' And he said, 'Yes, I can answer the phone.' And he said, 'Well, whenever you're ready, you still have a job with me, and and please come to work. And so he came to work, and he probably worked another 10 or 15 years before retirement for Little Giant. And then he goes on and talks about how my dad had him. He's got stories of how my dad helped other people and how he was kind of the go-between. And so those go off into other stories, but just a phenomenal man, and a man that really cared about people and helped people his whole life.
You know, you've told me, I mean, you know, you're one of my best friends, and we've had conversation. I think you are, right?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, dude. But, you know, you've told me the website, Barbara, is go to Doug Wing, DOUG Wing, WING.com. Would somebody type it in the comments for me, please? DougWing.com. So, you know, you told me that there were people that showed up at your dad's funeral and said, "Thank you, Victoria." Victoria's awesome. She's amazing. So, you know, you told me there were people that showed up at his funeral that they said, "Your dad bought me a house." Like, and you didn't even know.
True story.
Nobody even knew.
I think one of the most amazing things about my mom and my dad was that they helped a lot of people, not just financially, but also with time and visits and those types of things. But they did all of these things anonymously, which is amazing, right? Sometimes people do things and, you know, their names on some stadium or whatever, and that's okay. But when somebody comes up to you and said, you know, I was having a hard time, I was homeless, and your dad bought me a house, unbelievable, you know. And again, we had no idea that any of these things ever happened. And when you're there, and, you know, people come by and they're standing in line for hours to pay tribute to him, and yeah, it was amazing, very amazing.
Dude, it's mind-blowing, quite honestly. It's like, it's absolutely mind-blowing that your dad, because there's the, you know, how about the story about the envelopes at Christmas?
Yeah,
tell that story, dude. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Here's why. Here's why. Let me preface it with this, Doug. There are people like you collect cars. You have a nice, very nice car collection. And I know you don't want to brag about it, but like you know, you have a Ford GT, man. Not a whole lot of people can say I own a Ford GT. Like, it's a nice freaking car. But like, you know, you've got a really nice car collection. But that's not what you live for.
Yeah.
And there are people that's what they live for. They're so insecure with their existence on this planet that all they want to do is brag about their new cars, or they want to brag about how awesome they're. And you're not like that, dude. You're very, very humble. You're very, very giving. You're very, I mean, unbelievably giving. You literally are living the legacy of your dad. And I think that the world needs to know that, because, you know, a lot of people are programmed to believe that rich people are evil, or rich people will just screw you over, and that's just not true, man. There are wealthy people that all they want to do is help other people. And that's what I've learned about you is, dude, you're one of those people. You're one of those people that genuinely cares about other people.
Oh, thank you, Ken. It's so nice of you to say, but
dude.
I had amazing parents, and you know, my mom, after my dad passed away,
Victoria's crying.
Well, a couple of stories. When my dad passed away, my mom called me one time about a couple of weeks before Christmas, and she says, "Come up to the house." And so she had like 20 envelopes, and she had written names on them, and they were names of widows in the town that we lived in. And you know, she said, "I want you to go see these widows." And and give him these envelopes for Christmas, and they were filled with money to help him during Christmas. And amazing mother. And then, there was another time when my dad,
was it like $10, $20 in each envelope?
I don't think so, but I didn't open them, but I'm sure it was.
I'm kidding.
But I remember one time right before Christmas. This is one thing. My dad had such a tender heart, and he loved people. He let someone go, an employee go before Christmas, and
wow.
Somebody got fired, and they deserved to be fired, and that's part of business. But my dad called me into his office, and he said, you heard that, we'll just call him Mike, you heard that Mike got fired. And I said, yes. And he says, I've been thinking about him and his family. Now, how many people, that own a company and have 400 plus employees, and, here's my dad, he just let this guy go. And he all of a sudden he says, what, I really care about Mike, and he's not going to have a very good Christmas. So he calls me in and says, now you live over by Mike, right? And I said, yes. And he says, would you mind giving this envelope to him tonight as you go home, because he's not going to have a good Christmas, and I want him to have a good Christmas. And I was scared because this Mike he was like 6'6", right? And he was huge.
Oh, geez.
And I'm like, this guy's going to kill me. But anyway, so I go to his house, and I'm kind of like, I'm 5'9". I mean, I'm just, I'm a small guy, and his little daughter comes to the door, and she, and I'm like, oh man, she's cute, and and I go, is your daddy home? Yeah. And he comes to the door, and he sees me, and he's just got this look on his face, like,
oh my God,
like, what do you want? Something like that. And I said, well, Mike, my father wanted me to give this to you and wish you a Merry Christmas. And he just grabs it out of my hands and slams the door. And I'm sure that when he opened that, envelope, and I don't know what his reaction would have been, but, I know that he had that this helped him during Christmas. And it probably, I'm hoping it made it a little bit easier, but that's the kind of dad I had, that, he loved people, and he loved to build people and help people, and incredible. Yeah. Very.
And that's what this book that you're writing is about.
Yeah.
So for anybody new that's joining right now, Doug is, we're doing a giveaway. Doug is writing a book, and so what we're trying to do is some pre-release promotional stuff, to get people to go over to dougwing.com and sign up to be registered for the book. These are the rules. If you want, and we're doing the giveaway tonight while we're on this live stream, we will be picking one lucky winner. So you're going to win this, a 5-foot Little Giant King combo ladder that extends, that back leg pops out and becomes an extension ladder for up to 8 feet. You're going to win that. Plus you're going to win a lifetime license to the Grow Live Academy, which is mine. And Doug bought a bunch of licenses to do giveaways to help people out. In the Grow Live Academy, you learn how to do live streaming. You learn how to do podcasting. You learn how to set up a podcast. You'll learn YouTube SEO, other social media things, everything to blow up your business or your brand. And that's valued at $4,997. You can go look at it on growliveacademy.com. That's what it costs for a lifetime license. And you're winning that tonight. And you also, included with the Grow Live Academy lifetime license, is you get access to all of our previous mastermind meetings are recorded and in there. And then every Thursday night at 8:00, we have a live mastermind meeting. And you'll be, Doug, you're looking at your phone.
Yeah, because I want to tell you something funny.
What?
So I just got a text from my friend.
Yeah.
And she said, I think Ken Walls might be in love with you.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm so with the Grow Live Academy, you also get the mastermind calls every Thursday night as well. So I mean, there's a lot that you're getting in this, and all you have to do is share this out, this video, this live video. You have to share it out, and you have to go register at dougwing.com to be notified when the book comes out. So that's what's happening. And she's right, dude. I am in love with you. You are my brother. I love you, dude.
Well, can I say something about your academy too? Because Ken, that when I first went on live, when I did live, and I think one of the first times was probably when you had me on your show, and
yeah,
it was really helped me to, and it's a little bit nerve wracking when you first go and do a live event, but the more you do them, the better they get. But I owe a lot of the help and the success that I've had, online to the academy and to the coaching that I've received from you as well. So thank you.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. By the way, anybody, if there is an existing, and Doug and I talked about this, if one of our existing Grow Live members would happen to be the winner tonight, then you get to give the license away to whoever you choose to give it to, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, right. Sir. Yeah, pay it and help somebody else. Bless them with the membership to Ken's Academy, which is really incredible.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then you can keep the ladder for yourself or whatever. So it depends on who wins. But I'll tell you what, if you share this out, you share it to groups, share it everywhere that you can, it's going to increase your chances of winning. So talk about, your dad. A lot of people also believe that people that really make a lot of money, that they're just born that way. Mm-hmm. And your dad was not born a wealthy guy.
Yeah. And
he wasn't wealthy when he started Little Giant Ladder Company either, was he?
That's correct. Yeah. My parents were, because my uncle died, my mom and dad adopted 3 of my cousins. So they were about 25, 26 years old. And boom, they had 7 kids, which is incredible. When you think about that, you're like, whoa, how did they not go crazy, first of all? And then how did they feed all those kids? But my dad was a big risk taker, a man that had a lot of confidence in his abilities. Yeah. And with an incredible, the one thing my dad had was he grew up on a farm with my grandpa. I think it was about 20 acres. And then my grandpa worked full time on the railroad, and then on the side farmed this 20 acres, which I don't know how he did it. Holy cow. He was up, at 4 a.m, and they irrigated and all of that, and had an amazing garden and farm, and sold corn to all the grocery stores there in the area. And his corn was really famous. I mean, it was really good. And then on the side, my grandpa went and delivered all of his fruits and vegetables to widows, would give away his some of his fruits and vegetables and crops and things. But incredible. So my dad had that work ethic, and then his mom, my grandma, his mom just taught him that, hey, you can do anything that you put your mind to. And so we had great parents, and then he was just my dad was very had a lot of energy and belief in himself, and he made it happen. I mean, he was gone when I was about probably 14 to 16. My dad was gone over 300 days a year, sleeping in a station wagon on top of a foam pad, on top of ladders. Would get woke up at 1 a.m. by police officers. He was parked in like church parking lots or grocery store parking lots, and they'd wake him up and say, hey, you've got to move. You can't sleep here. And so, he couldn't afford a hotel. He could only afford a hotel about every 3 to 4 nights. And so he would sleep in that station wagon. He would shave and brush his teeth in gas station bathrooms. He was homeless, for part of that time, sleeping in his car. And how many people would start a company today and travel around the country and sleep in their cars? I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't. I mean, it was incredible, you know.
It is absolutely amazing, man. You hear these stories, you know, there's a famous story about, um, you know, Colonel Sanders, that's KFC, that he did at 65 years old or something.
Mhm.
He decided that he couldn't live on his retirement, his Social Security or whatever. So that's when he knew he had this, you know, famous chicken recipe, and he went out and he you know, I forget what it was, like 1,000 places he called on or something, and then
Mhm.
finally somebody said, "Hey, you need to start your own restaurant or something," you know, and that's where it all happened. So
Yeah.
your dad has the very, I mean, it's the same, man. He turned it into, you know, you guys ended up turning into the third largest ladder company on planet Earth. You ship ladders, your company that, well, I know you sold it, but the company ships ladders all over the world.
Yep, that's true. And yeah, I mean, in the very beginning, it was my dad and a couple other salesmen, my brother and I, and then, you know, a handful of manufacturing employees. But really grateful for him, you know, how he helped us to learn how to work, and we didn't get away with much. I know that we had to work. He always said, "Your last name is Wing. You're going to work twice as hard as the other guys." And I think we got paid twice as less as the other guys. My brother always said that, you know, my dad today, if he would have done what he did, it would have been like child labor or something. If some laws were broken or something. But
That's funny.
learned a lot, yeah, and really appreciate what he went through for us.
Well, you know what though? I believe your dad, you know, there was a part of him that went through it for you. But I think more importantly is he had a vision, he had a dream, and no matter what, he was going to do whatever it took to make sure that he achieved that, and that was for his legacy, for you, for your brother, your sisters, your family, everybody, and that's just, dude, it's mind blowing. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, and this book is it's going to be my honor and my pleasure really to cement his legacy with this book, because his story needs to be told. It will help a lot of people, business owners, and just anybody who wants to achieve anything in life. It will be an inspiration to learn about Hal Wing, and
Yeah.
you know, he was kind of an eccentric guy, but I mean, he was you know, he was just a go-getter, and really, you know, you can do anything that you set your mind to, and if you work hard enough, you know, good things happen.
So what were some of the other things that you're going to write about in the book?
Well, one of the stories I thought about again tonight was this unique ability to see people and to see that they have potential. And one of the favorite stories I think about this book is many years ago when they were hiring at the company. It was my dad and an HR, you know, office manager guy and sales manager guy, and they were in his office and they were going through resumes, and one of the, I think it was the sales manager or maybe the operations manager, you know, they were going through resumes, and he took this resume and he you know, crinkled it all up and threw it in the garbage can, and he said, "That guy's a loser." And my dad goes, "What do you mean he's a loser?" And my dad reached in the garbage can and picked it up and unwrinkled the paper, and the guy said to my dad, "Yeah, he's been in prison." And so my dad looked at this resume and he looks and sees that this guy is an Eagle Scout, that he had served a church mission for 2 years. And, you know, he was impressed by this. And he goes, "Well, how do you know this guy's a loser?" And he goes, "Well, look at this. He's been in prison." And my dad goes, "Well, that doesn't matter." He goes, "Get this guy in here for an interview." And so they bring him in, and my dad interviews him, and the guy says, "Well, don't you know I've been in prison?" And he goes, "Well, yeah, I see that, but you know," he goes, "You seem like a very good man, and you've paid your dues." And so they hired him. And, my dad said he was an incredible employee and he worked really hard. And so about, 5 years down the road, they're looking for a new plant manager in the manufacturing facility. And my dad calls this employee in, the same one that got, that he took a chance on, and he handed him a set of keys, a big key ring with, big keychain and with keys on it. And he says, "What are these for?" And he said, "Those are yours. You're now the shop foreman. You're the plant supervisor." And he said this guy was like 6'3", 6'4", 260 pounds. He said,
wow.
he said he just started to sob. And
Wow.
he picks my dad up off the ground and hugs him, and he couldn't believe it. And this individual worked for Little Giant for many, many years, got full retirement.
Wow.
And again, I just think it's wonderful how he had this ability to see people and look at him and say, "This guy has potential. I'm going to give him a chance." And he built people. That's what he did. And a lot of people, out there in business, they don't do that. They just don't see the potential the way he did. And he was just amazing that was one of his strengths, was he could take people and give them another chance, and they grew like crazy. But then the amazing thing, Ken, is when these people loved my dad so much and worked so hard for my dad, that he grew too, because they grew his business, so that's really a big deal.
It's amazing. And it's on I've seen the photo. I suppose I could Google it real quick, but your dad had a saying. Do you want to tell everybody what that saying was?
Sure. Yeah. It says that if you concentrate on building a business and not the man or the woman, you will not succeed. But if you concentrate on building the man, you achieve both. And so the philosophy there is, Zig Ziglar talked about that. He says, you can get anything in this world that you want as long as you help enough other people get what they want. And so that was really the philosophy of Hal Wing, is, hey, if I build people, they're going to, he would say that at company meetings, he would say, "You people, my employees, you put me on your shoulders every day and you carry me up to the top of that mountain."
Wow.
And so that's the philosophy of Hal Wing, is build people and then the rest will come. And that is really, really true. It's great. Hey,
Joe, that's actually pretty good. That's funny.
My dad had a real quick sense of humor. Several times in sales meetings, he would say, and not in a rude way or a mean way, he would say, "I've upped my performance, guys. Now up yours." Right. And people would go, "What?" No. And so, but he had this really quick little wit, where he had these little sayings, and
oh, that's funny.
And
that is so funny.
He was just really, really quick with his wit. But yeah, he built people, and then guess what? They built ladders, and everybody won, and it was a huge success. Yeah. Oh, there's
Pam.
She's such a kind lady. Pam is.
She's amazing. She is absolutely an amazing lady. So I dude, and every time I hear these stories, it just there's a story of him being in a car dealership and the young couple that couldn't afford to buy the car or something, and he just said, "Here, I'm buying it for you." And that's what life is supposed to be, man, is helping other people win, to feel better, to give them hope. There was this video. I'd love to show it, but I'm not going to show it right now. A little video I saw yesterday, I think. I saved it to my phone. Absolutely incredible. Talks about this experiment that it's kind of a disgusting experiment they did back at Harvard in the 50s, but they would take a rat and a white rat, and they'd put it down in this jar of water, and the water was just high enough to where the rat had to tread water to stay alive. And I know it's a terrible experiment, but here's the thing: it's got a great ending. The rat would have it would have to tread water, and the rat would last on average around 15 minutes, and it would then give up, and it would start sinking down into the jar of water, and then they'd pull it out of the water, making sure it didn't die, dry it off, give it a break, and then put it back down in the water to see how long it would go a second time after it had a little tiny rest. And you ask most people, how long do you think the rat survived the second time before it gave up? And you know what? The average answer is, well, the rat maybe lasted 6 or 7 minutes. I mean, it was already exhausted from the first try, and actually the rat lasted 60 hours.
Wow.
60 hours, because the rat suddenly had something that it didn't have the first time, and that was hope.
Mm-hmm.
That was hope. And when you have hope, it can catapult you into the stratosphere. And that is what your dad did for people. He gave them hope. A guy that had his leg blown off at work, he gave him hope. He gave everybody hope. And that's what you're doing, man. You're living the legacy. You're doing that. And I see it. I know you well, very, very well. I mean, really well. Like we've hung out before. Like I know you really well, and you're really helping other people, dude. And so anyway, I think that first off, if you have not gone and registered at dougwing.com, you are not, that's where we're picking from, by the way. We're going to also check real quick and make sure that you shared this out. So if you did not share this video out, you're not going to win. So what are you going to win? Here's what you're going to win. You're going to win a 5-foot little giant king combo ladder that extends to 8 feet, brand new. Doug will ship that to you. And you're also going to win a lifetime license access to the Grow Live Academy. That's my academy. Lifetime license in this academy is $49.97, $4,997 for lifetime access to it. We're giving that away, one lifetime license for free. And you also get access to the weekly mastermind calls that are every Thursday at 8 p.m. And they're all recorded from the previous 28, and they're all in the Grow Live Academy, as well as all the other training videos on mindset and live streaming and equipment to use and how to rank YouTube videos and all kinds of stuff. So Doug, what do you say now? And you also have to be on this live stream when we call your name. If we call your name and you're not here and you don't respond within 20 seconds, we're picking somebody else. Right, Doug?
Right. Yeah. Do you have are we doing this right now? Do you have the list of the?
Yeah, I have. It's a huge list, dude. I mean, huge list. So, how about we do what we did before? Let's mute our microphones, and I will call you on your phone right now, and we'll talk about it real quick.
Okay.
So don't leave. Share this out. If you haven't shared this out, share it out, and make sure you've gone and subscribed at dougwing.com. We'll be right back with you, so hang tight. We'll be right with you guys. I promise. We're working through a technical issue real quick. Okay, so I'm going to unmute Doug. Oh, you muted yourself. You have to unmute yourself, Doug. It won't let me unmute you because you muted yourself. Oh, you can't unmute yourself? Oh no. Hang on. We got a winner. We got a winner. Hey Doug, hit Command R. Command R and refresh the page. There. He's gone. But he'll be back. He'll be back. So we just had a little technical a technical issue. So as soon as Doug comes back in, I'm going to announce the winner. We have a winner, y'all. We have a winner. So, but Doug is having a technology problem. Come on, Doug. Where are you, dude? We have a winner, folks. We have a winner. Hang on. Let me call him back again. Hold on. Let me call Doug back. Oh, there he is. There he is. Hold on. There you are.
Hey, Ken, would you tell everyone about my computer skills?
Doug called me one day and he said, dude, I am going to take this computer out into my driveway, put it on the ground, and run over it with my truck. I said, Doug, it's a brand new computer. He said, I don't give a crap. I'm tired of this thing. Anyway, so yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
I'm sorry, everyone.
You're okay, dude. So I love it, dude. So, all right, we have a winner, Doug.
Yes.
And the winner tonight is going to win a brand new shipped to you. Is it going to come directly from the factory, Doug?
Yes, it'll come from the factory. So,
wow.
But I'll need to get this person's name and address and phone number, and then we'll ship it.
Yeah. So Doug is going to win, or not Doug. The winner is going to win the Little Giant King Combo, a 5 foot that extends to 8 feet with that little back leg thing pops out. It is slicker than whale doo-doo in an ice flow. It's cool. I have one. It's amazing. So, and you're also going to win a gift valued at $4,997. It's a lifetime license to the Grow Live Academy. And there are over 110 training videos in there on all kinds of things when it comes to learning how to live stream, build your audience, how to engage, how to do giveaways, how to do how to rank YouTube videos, and a lot of other things, plus the weekly mastermind calls. And you'll also get access to the Grow Live Academy private Facebook community as well. That is only for members of the Grow Live Academy. So with that being said, we have a winner that we're going to announce right now. Listen, Doug bought many other licenses, so we will be doing this more. So do not, if you didn't win tonight, you won a lot by just hearing these amazing stories, but make sure that you follow both of us. Make sure that you're following both of us, and because we're going to be doing this more, and it's going to be ladders. It's going to be the Grow Live Academy. It's a lot of fun. Y'all are going to love this. So with that being said, are you ready, Doug?
You're ready.
Do you want me to say it or do you want to say it?
I want you to say it because I might not pronounce it. Drum roll.
Okay. The winner is Barbara Lassard. Congratulations. You are the winner.
Congratulations, Barbara.
Congratulations. I am telling you, you are going to love the Grow Live Academy, and you are absolutely going to love this ladder. So, Barbara, you have about 10 more seconds to say something. If you don't say something, we're picking somebody else. You better say something. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you serious? She's not here?
Is she gone?
Is she gone? Barbara, are you gone? Oh my goodness gracious. No way. Barbara. Oh my gosh. Victoria, you better get your friend. All right, Barbara, I'm going to give her literally. Oh, there she is. There she is. Wow. She was typing. Okay. Woo.
Very cool.
Mark Gassert said, I'm here. Victoria said, I'm calling her now. Barbara, congratulations. You're the winner. You win the little giant ladder. Brad.
He goes by Brad or Barbara.
Oh, that's funny. He said, I identify as Barbara. That's funny. So, Barbara, I need you to send me a DM, a message, and I want you to send me your name and your mailing address and it can't be a P.O. box. It has to be a physical address.
And a phone number.
And I need your phone number as well. So send me all of that. And I need your email address as well, because I need to add you into the Grow Live Academy. So congratulations to Barbara Lassard. I don't know if I'm even saying her name right, but she's happy. That's all that matters.
And Ken, are we doing a Grow Live Academy Thursday night so she can participate, right?
Yep. She'll be able to be there Thursday night. That's tomorrow night.
That's tomorrow night.
And I have a James said the 10s. I know, but I had like, there's such a lag on Facebook. There's literally like a 20-25 second delay. So I had to give a little bit of buffer in case she was typing, which she was. So Barbara should be out strike 3.
Oh, come on,
man.
We were just talking about being nice, right?
That's right. We were talking about being nice. Be nice. So anyway, hey, and we're doing it again.
We're going to do it.
We're going to do it again. Yeah, let's do it next week. Sure, why not?
We can do another one next
Or
week.
no, I don't know if I can next week, dude. Maybe.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. I got a lot going on, dude. So she said, I am here. I can hear. She's sitting at home cussing at those people. Probably. Anyway, so look, thank you all for being here. Thank you to everyone who participated and shared this out. And Doug, thank you for being here, dude. And you guys are awesome, man. Doug, I can't wait for this book, man. I really can't. This is going to be great.
Ken, it's always a pleasure to do this with you, and I really appreciate your friendship, and
likewise,
you're
dude.
a great man. Thank you.
Likewise, bro. I feel the same exact way, man. See if your friend sends you a message asking if you're in love with me. That's funny.
Yeah, he did.
How did she?
Yeah, that was her.
That's hilarious, dude. All right. Well, listen, everybody have a great night. Doug, thank you. Thank you to everybody for being here. And we will see you very, very soon. Tomorrow on Breakthrough Walls, I have the one and only Jamie Green on the show.
Oh, wow.
Solar Queen. Yeah. The Solar Queen. Yeah. So, all right. Hey, we'll see you guys later. I'm going to end this. Doug, don't hang up. We'll see you all later.
See you guys. Thank
you.